Hi, this is Chris Young, and welcome to Good News on Tap for the 5th Sunday of Easter. Again this week I want to focus on people who have drifted away from the church or who have been alienated from the church and are no longer with us. Recently I listened to an evangelization lecture on the internet, and they talked about welcoming people into the church, either for the first time or people who had been away from the church and might want to come back. The presenter said, we have to ask ourselves a very important question. Do we really want these people back again? Now that may seem like a strange question. Of course we want people to join a church, to know God's love, to feel the benefits of being part of a faith community, a community that can support you and care for you. But do we really want everyone? Do we really want immigrants who do not speak English and whose culture is considerably different than ours? Can we accept homosexuals without judgment? Do we feel burdened by the needs of the poor, the elderly, and the disabled? Can we meet their needs? Do we see racial diversity as a weakness or as a strength? When we hear someone talk about their sinful past, which might include violence or drugs or promiscuity, do we wonder how they have the nerve to now call themselves Christians? The problem of do we really want these people is an ancient one and dates back to the very beginning of the church, as we can see in today's first reading. In that reading we have the story of Saul, who later changed his name to Paul and became an apostle. Saul was a very devout Jew who thought that the Christians were heretics, and he spent much time and effort persecuting them, until he finally had a personal experience of the risen Jesus one day while he was on the road to Damascus. Saul changed his life and went to work for Jesus and the Christians with the same amount of zeal and enthusiasm that he had used against the Christians. But he had this reputation as being one who persecuted Christians. People were naturally slow to trust him. It was only after Barnabas defended Saul that Saul was able to go on about his ministry. However, at one point, the Hellenists tried to kill him, so he had to go preach elsewhere where it was safer. Of course, Saul became Paul the Apostle and went on to become one of our greatest saints, whose writings and the epistles illuminated for us what it really means to be Christians. In today's gospel, Jesus describes himself as the vine, and we are his branches. We need to remember that it's up to God to decide who gets pruned from the vine and who stays. We also see from the reading that from time to time we get pruned ourselves so that we can bear more fruit. We need to ask God to prune away our prejudice, our judgmentalness, our suspiciousness of others, so that together we can all bear good fruit. And that's Good News on Tap for the 5th Sunday of Easter.